Hey, what's going on, guys? Local SEO in 2021. It's all about content, baby. All about content. Get the best content, put a couple of links to it, and watch it rank. I'm going to show you a live example, show you how I did it, but more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can do it and do it yourself and do it fast, and you're going to love it. So watch this! All right, guys, so I'm giving you the secret sauce here, right? This is how you get ranked in Google on the first page. This is it. Just watch this video. Everything makes sense. So we did a page for one of my clients called ECB violation removal. Basically, it's some type of violation, building violation, that when building owners get hit with this violation, they have X amount of days to clear the violation up, or they have to pay a very large fee to the city of New York. So they reach out, if it's an electrical problem, they reach out to an electrician, a plumber, a plumbing problem, and so on and so forth. So my client wanted to be number one, or wanted to be on the first page for this key term called ECB violation removal, right? Okay, so as you can see, not only is he number one, but he's right here in this featured snippet. This is it, Davin Electric, ECB violation removal, right? We got him ranked over NYC Gov, right? So the reason why I'm using my Edge browser is because I don't want to be logged into Chrome or, have it catch any, any cookies. It's a brand new browser. I just typed in the keyword and this is where I'm at. Okay, so enough about me. So with that being said, how could you do this for yourself? I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to have these type of results, but how do we get to the top page of Google using finding keywords and writing content and that type of stuff? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing you do is you go over to this. Google has a new website out there called questionhub.with and basically these are all unanswered questions that Google's looking for content for. Ha ha ha! Right? So there's no content written on these questions, and Google's saying, hey, put in a subject, put a subject in, and we'll show you all the questions that we want you to write content for. Write that content, and you're going to rank for, that phrase, but you're also going to rank for other keywords because you have other keywords inside your article. So it's going to help you get found for additional keywords. So as you can see, we put in ECB violations. This is one of the questions. And what Google's saying is they want an article on NYC, ECB, and DOB violations, statute of limitations. So that's going to be the premise of one of my blog posts. Then I'm also going to create another blog post. Should I be bothered about an open violation? You could read the rest, right? I'm not a good reader, right? So I am going to create a second blog post about this subject. All right, so now I know what you're thinking. You're like, okay, great. I got two great subjects. I see they're open for Google. Nobody's answered these questions yet. But how do I write it? What do I do? Just go on Fiverr and send them this title? No, that's exactly what you're not going to do, right? I'm going to show you in the next slide. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, right? So I just want to make sure you understand this part first. You're finding questions that Google wants answered. These questions are not answered yet on Google, right? And you're the one who's going to provide the answers. So in the next slide, I'm going to show you how to do that. There's a program that I discovered called Phrase. The website address is phrase.io. I'll put it in the description box below. What this program does, this is the most outrageous program that I've ever seen in my life. What it does is it provides content in a document to send over to your writer. So let me say that another way. It doesn't write the content, but it pulls the best resources. So when you send a document over to your writer, you're sending that writer the best content for that keyword. Okay? So you sign up for Phrase. I think it gives you something like 10 articles for free. So you could do 10 searches for free. So that's a good way just to get yourself, started. The website, once again, is phrase.io. I'll put it in the link description below. Okay, so now you have your question. Now, what do you do with your question? You go over to Phrase, you sign up with Phrase. When you decide to work with them or buy their program, I think it's something like $44 a month or something. These things start to add up, but this is an invaluable tool, and I don't have I'm not promoting them. I don't get any kickback from them. I'm not an affiliate, right? So this is just something that you do on your own, all right? So as you notice that I went in already and I put in the question that I'm trying to answer, and Phrase is telling me, okay, I need at least 1,524 words in this article for it to rank. And I only need one header. So I need an H1 that basically just says this. I'll add some more H2s and H3s, right? I only need one backlink from another source to rank, and I need 3 images on the page. Seems easy enough, right? Okay, so I am going to search down here, and I would say that these are building codes. I think that would be a good idea, so I'm going to add that to the document, right? And a lawsuit, I don't think I'm going to add. Violations, that's not how to avoid ECB violations. Yeah, that's good. I want to add that. And let's see. Oh, there's Davin Electrics. That's the client. Okay, this is coming from city-data about ECB violations. Yeah, the writer would probably want to know about that. And you know what? Statute of limitations, New York City courts. That's a good place to research, right? Okay, so I would say that that is enough stuff to send over to the writer. So in the next slide, I'll show you what to do. All right, guys, so all we do is we export this as a PDF. I already have it saved to save some time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this document. I'm going to let the writer know that this is what I'd like. This is what I'd like them to write about. And here's where you could find the information. And this is exactly what I want. Now, I just did this quick. I may, if I was really writing the article, I may tap some more, add to document, but I just wanted to show you real quick, how to do this. I would let the writer know that I need, give me a second, 1,524 words, right? So I would tell them, I would probably say, hey, man, give me 2,000 words. Give me 2,000 words for that. Now, for this article. And then I would get images. So what does that mean? What does that mean? So what people do, here's a big problem that people make. And I used to make it myself. I don't need that anymore. I used to make this myself. This was a big mistake. My friend Darren over at Retell SEO gave me a big lesson on this. In fact, I'll put his link in the bottom. He's a great SEO. We've done a lot of work together. Okay. So In the past, what I would do is I would add 3 images. And what images? I don't know. I would just go over to my image program and I'd select 3 violation removal images, or what I felt to be violation removal images. No, Google is giving you the clue as to what they're looking for. So as you could see, it's the actual paperwork for ECB violations. This is the type of images, these are the type of images that I would add to the website. So if I'm going to add 3 images, 2 or 3 of them are going to be the ECB violation paperwork. And I will add the Davin logo to that image, and I'll add the keyword to the image and the NAP to the image, right? And maybe I'll want to add one of these images. So maybe I'll add 3, 4, or 5 images to the article. So this way the images break the article up. You know, every 3 or 4 paragraphs, just add an image. But these are the type of images that you want to use, right? That makes sense? Okay, in the next slide, I'm going to show you what else to do. Okay, guys, so now you have your document and you need to send it over to a writer. Well, you could find somebody on Fiverr, right? A competent US, or usually people from the Philippines. There are a lot of good writers in the Philippines. They speak English, and their rates are reasonable if you're just starting, right? So you could get an article written on Fiverr. You can find a good writer there. If you send them a proper document, you can get some good stuff written there. No problem. If you want, you could go over to iWriter. That's another fairly inexpensive, you know, for maybe $20, $25, you could get this article written, 2,000 words, right? I use this fella, Simply the Best Writing. The fella's name is Jerry, right? I don't know if he'll give you a discount if you mention my name, but, you know, I've done a lot of work with Jerry, and you could get in touch with him and send him over the document. And, you know, he'll get you something back in, you know, 3 to 5 business days. Good U.S. writer. He's very competent. I'm not promoting him. I'm just giving you a suggestion if you'd like to use him. All right. So in the meantime, when you get those while you're waiting for your articles to be written, we need some backlinks. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, guys. So here's the part where it gets real juicy. Right? Here's the part where it gets real juicy. So I'm going to explain this. I'm going to make it as easy as possible. I promise you, you're going to understand it. It's going to be very, very easy. So real simple. Step 1, just go to Google and type in ECB and DOB violations, right? That's the thing that the question is about, right? I could put in the whole question. That's what I decided to do. And I came up with the #1 site, which is nyc.gov. Right? I came up with nyc.gov. Okay, so what I am going to do is I want to get keywords from this website. I want to see what keywords Google is associating with this website for ECB and DOB violations. They're ranked #1. So I use a program called SEMrush. However, you could use whatever you want to use, right? And if you don't have a program, at the end, I'll show you what to do. I am trying to get keywords, and I know your question is like, what do you mean, for the article? No. I'll show you what. So I am looking for specific keywords. So ECB ticket finder, right? And so on and so forth. I'm finding some keywords, find ECB decisions, right? I'm going to use some of these keywords in that article that I'm sending over, or I'll let the writer write it and I'll just sprinkle some of these keywords in, right? Make sense? Okay, good. So once that's done, we're talking right now about backlinks, and backlinks is having links on other websites linking back to your website. So that's why I'm trying to find these keywords. These keywords, I'm trying to show Google are on other websites and we're the best source of the information. They're linking back to Davin Electric. All right, so how do I do that? All right, step one. I just go over to Fiverr and I get some expired tumblers. I let them know what industry I need. So, you know, this is electrician, so they'll send me over some in that industry. I'll come over to they'll send me the expired tumblers that have a very high domain ranking, and I'll keep the name of the tumbler. However, I'll change all the content. And what I'll do, and what I'll do is I'm going to embed, see where it says commercial electrician, best electrician, near me, top electrician. What I'll do is I will embed these links on the Tumblr page and link back to that new page that I just created for ECB and DOB violations. All right, so let me say that a different way because I know this could be a bit complicated. I'm going to find the #1 site for these keywords. I'm going to put it in SEMrush. That's the program that I use. You could use with a keyword finder, Ahrefs, whatever's ever more comfortable for you. And I'm going to get some keywords. I'm going to take these keywords and I'm going to get an expired tumbler from Fiverr, and I'm going to embed those keywords right in the top of the header. And those keywords are going to link back to my new article that I just created. Does that make sense? Right? So very simple. We're just going to review it again, only because, look, that's how I learn, right? That's how I learn. Like, people say things, they say it once, and I don't understand it, right? So we want to write some new blog articles. We want to write some new keyword pages. I'll go over to the new question website from Google. I'll find some questions that haven't been answered. I will then bring it over to Phrase. Phrase will set an outline for me. I'll send it over to my friend Jerry. I tell him I need 2,000 words. In the meantime, I'll set up a Tumblr, get that going, embed the links that Google sees as popular already. And once I create the page, I'll link back to that page. Now, some people don't have these programs like SEMrush. First of all, they give a 7-day free. So sign up and you can get a 7-day free. And Ahrefs is the same thing. I think you get a couple of, I think it's free for life for a certain amount. You just go through it, you'll see it. However, okay, that's too complicated for you. I understand. You need links that Google sees relevant for that keyword. Scroll to the bottom and just take these. So you take these keywords on the bottom, because they're already related to the search. You get an expired tumbler from Fiverr, and you embed those links on the bottom. And those links go to that new keyword page or blog page that you just created. Make sense? Sure it does. All right, you know what? I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to show you something else. We're bringing sexy back. I'm going to show you something else. All right, guys. So you created your brand new blog post, a keyword page, right? It's optimized and it's ready to go. Well, now what else can you do? Well, I would come over to your Google My Business, and I would find that best picture, which is the picture of the violation, and call it ECB and DOB violations. Put that keyword on the picture. Put your NAP, that's your name, address, and phone number, website, and your logo on the image. Write a small article using the keyword, right? Include your NAP, include your Facebook, your Twitter, embed a map, and throw out a couple of posts this week on that keyword. Now, what you could also do is you could take this link and you could share this link on your Facebook, your Twitter. You know, you could be very creative with this Google post, and that's really a lesson, you know, another lesson. But those are the things that I would do. I'm not making any guarantees, but I could almost guarantee if you follow this method, one, you're going to rank for that question, but more importantly, is you're going to rank for another 10, 20, 30 keywords, right? So your page will show up for other keyword searches. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep adding content to your website. A 6-page website these days doesn't make it anymore. I haven't seen it make it anymore, right? You have to constantly add new content to your website. Now, if you have an SEO, these are the type of questions that you need to ask. Not how many backlinks are you doing, right? Google wants to see content, especially in 2021. They want to be the place where people come and have their questions answered. And if your website could best answer the question, you're going to rank on top. That's basically how to rank on Google. That's how to do it. It's not by writing text on your page talking about that your family owned and you're the best. Take a look at your website. If your website says all that crap and that's what it's all about and you're not ranking, that's the reason why. You need quality content. And you need a couple of backlinks coming back. There's other places to get backlinks. I've done websites on that. So if you need to do that. Another thing is, you know, your click-through rate. So Google will put you on the first page, maybe, you know, 4th or 5th or 7th. And if people are clicking your website and reading your article, you'll slowly start to move up that week, right? So that's something else that you want to do, but that's really for another video. All right, guys, look, I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making this video today because you know what? It's super helpful. I made it specifically for, you know, for one person. And I believe it could help. I really do. I believe it could help. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. You know, like I say in all my videos, yeah, I create these videos and I want to help you. You know, I want to help you get more leads. That's really what it's all about, and close more sales. That's why, let's not lose focus. That's why we're trying to rank in Google, right? Is to make that phone ring. So that's what it's all about. If I could help you with this, because it is a lot of work, feel free. You know, my email address is brettmoletta@gmail.com. I have it in the description below. You could call me, 718-227-2300. But like I said, the real reason why I make these videos is that, you know, some people listen to them and they listen all the way. And you have to take care of your family. Please take care of your family. Please be appreciative to the people who love you. And, you know, sometimes not everybody's having a good day. And, you know, sometimes it's you and sometimes it's your spouse or sometimes it's even your kids. You know, I remember as a kid watching, there was this real corny show called Wonderama. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show, right? And at the end, Bob McAllister, who was the host at the time, would sing Kids Are People Too. And man, somehow that really struck a chord with me. You know, that like your feelings, even though you're only 5 or 6, your feelings count, you know, as a kid. You know, so who knows how our kids are feeling, especially during this time of COVID. And, you know, their life has changed also. So, you know, take them outside and do nice little things. I remember when my kids were young, just taking them to the mall and walking around the mall with them. You know, it's like this whole big thing. Bring a couple of your friends and they would act silly, and you know, it was a whole nice time out. I miss those times. You know, now my sons are 20 and 23, and you know, they do their own thing. You know, but all right, guys. So look, have a great day. I hope this helped. Any questions? Put them in the comment box. So this way I could either create another video on your question or answer it real quick, and other people could learn also. So guys, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.